Yeah, very opportunistic, but I think that you need to be against a team like that. They're stingy defensively, they're quick in the transition. They don't give you a lot of offensive zone time, and I think they were so used to getting a lot of that, and a lot of 45, 50-second shifts in the other zone where we're able to dominate. And they've got a really solid core defenseman back there who can get the puck out of their zone quickly. So it wasn't the way we wanted to play it, but we scored when we needed to.
Well, you know what? It's been a long season. We've overcome a lot of man games lost, that's for sure. But this team's resilient. I think it's made us stronger in the long run.
Not big surprise. We know how natural good, and we be ready all 60 minutes, and just play as a game in this hockey game and quick first 2 goals, and after plays the same, and of course Flower dominates you.
Hi Penguins fans, my name is Josh Yohe. I'm joined here by Chris Harlan in Section 115 at Consol Energy Center. It's blue shirt night apparently, Chris. You look dapper. Final score, Penguins 5, Predators 1. Chris, the Penguins didn't even play that great tonight. They're in a situation where even when they play average right now, they're just so good. They're beating really good teams tonight. And first things first, let's start with Marc-Andre Fleury. Congratulations to the Flower, his 40th victory of the season. Only the second time he's matched or gotten to 40 wins, I should say. Ties his career high. He's the first NHL goalie to get to 40 wins this year. And maybe the most impressive stat with Fleury, the Penguins have won 46 games this year. He's won 40 of them. Not really a great situation at backup for the Penguins this season, yet it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, he said after the game that going in every year, 40 is kind of a goal he sets. I mean, he runs to get to 40. Only one other time he got to 40. He's been close a lot, 35, 37, 38. But here he got to 40, and most likely we'll get past 40 here in the next 9 games left. But yeah, I mean, really, he's been the key to this team for all the attention all these other guys have gotten. His play definitely is why they're here.
Yeah, well, certainly one of the reasons. And, a lot of people think Fleury has a chance to be a finalist for the Vezina Award as NHL's best goalie, and I think he should be. And Dan Bilesma made a pretty passionate argument for that after the game, which you don't hear him do often. He's usually pretty politically correct, but he let it be known that he doesn't think Marc-Andre Fleury gets enough credit. But one guy who is getting a lot of credit these days, and deservedly so, a guy named Evgeny Malkin. We've talked about him once or twice this season. 2 more goals for Gino. He's got 45 on the season. 2 shy of his career high. He wants 50. He's only 5 behind Stamkos for the goal lead. He leads the NHL scoring race by 10. Chris, I think the MVP discussion is pretty much over. It's his award.
I think so. I think he's getting 2 trophies this year, the scoring title and the MVP, both coming his way.
Yeah, and by the way, James Neal, for all that he's the trigger man on that line, had 4 more assists tonight. That's back-to-back 4-point games for Neal. His all-around game right now is really exceptional. He's got 35 goals, but he's just not a goal guy. And that line, Chris, I mean, when they're at home, Malkin averages 1.8 points per game at home, which is unbelievable. And you just can't contend with this line when the Penguins get the matchup they want.
Yeah, when the other team can't match up their defense against this top line, I mean, they're tremendous here. 9 wins in a row at home, and it is that top line. I mean, when you can't match against them, there's not much another team can do to him.
And like Gino Malkin joked tonight, Crosby's a pretty good third-line center. So, the matchup nightmare for the Penguins, Crosby, Stahl, and Malkin all on different lines. We've seen it before. It's very much a factor right now. And to catch you up to speed, the Penguins are just 1 point behind the Rangers. And by the way, as we speak, they're only 2 points behind the St. Louis Blues for the best record in hockey. They have a real chance to win the President's Trophy, which is something we really haven't spoken about, Chris.
Bilesma was asked about that this morning, whether the President's Cup was one of the things that they talked about. Was it a goal? He actually said no. I mean, it wasn't something that, because it really hadn't been a goal for so long here, they really didn't see themselves in that picture. But now I think maybe it could be a goal here with 9 games left.
Yeah, and history says you don't really want the President's Trophy because rarely does a team win the Stanley Cup when it earns the President's Trophy. It makes no sense, but then again, it's hockey and it's the playoffs, so it doesn't always make sense. But a huge weekend coming up for the Penguins. They travel to Ottawa Saturday night, a place where they don't always play real well, then home to Jersey, back-to-back nights for a big showdown against the Devils. So, Chris, it should be interesting, but the way the Penguins are going right now, I would put nothing past them. He's Chris Harlan for the great Justin LeBar on the camera. My name's Josh Yohe. This is Trib Total Media.